Welcome back. In this lesson, we discuss how to better understand sub-functions capability by looking at the IT and security examples. IT automation can help manage increasingly complex and time-consuming operations, such as upgrading and patching software, deploying security updates to address vulnerabilities, selecting infrastructure, synchronizing data, routing support tickets, and more. The automation of repetitive and time-consuming tasks can allow your organization to complete routine operations quickly and consistently on a large scale. This lets you focus on strategic work such as feature development, complex support requests, and innovation while meeting these growing demands. The functions allow you to create workflows that automatically scale to meet the needs of your business without requiring manual intervention. In cases where an error occurs in your workflow, it often does not require manual intervention. The functions let you automatically retrieve failed tasks and an exponential backup that can manage errors in your workflow. Exponential backup is an algorithm that uses feedback to multiplicatively decrease the rate of retries. There can be situations where human intervention is required before the workflow can progress. For example, approving a substantial credit increase may require human approval. To manage this, you can define branching logic in step functions so that only requests over a defined amount require human approval, while all other requests are automatically completed. In cases where human approval is required, step functions let you pause the workflow at a specific step, wait for a response, and then continue the workflow once the response is received. IT automation is one of the types of automation workflows where customers use step functions. Some examples are auto-remediate incidents like opening an SSH port, low disk space, or when a public access is given to an Amazon S3 bucket. Also, another example is to automate the deployment of AWS CloudFormation stack set. Security automation is yet another type of automation workflows where customers use step functions for. Some example workflows, as we mentioned, are customers need to automate response to a scenario where an IAM user and user access key has been exposed, or to auto-remediate security incident responses according to a policy or to policy actions defined, such as restricting actions to specific ARNs or applying other actions. And finally, warn employees of phishing emails within seconds of receipt. Customers also use step functions with another type of automation workflows, which is human approval workflow. For example, customers automate the training of machine learning models and then require manual approval of the model by a data scientist before then automatically deploying or rejecting the model based upon the response received. Or another example is to automate the routing of customer feedback received based on sentiment analysis so that those with a negative sentiment are immediately escalated for manual review. In this lesson, we discussed how looking at the workflows used in the domain of IT and security automation helps us to understand step function capabilities. We reviewed an example of 3 types of automation workflows that customers are using. This was the last use case. In the next lesson, we will do more fun activity by starting to learn about how step functions work. Thank you. Join me at the next lesson.